Hey, we're back here at Leroy and Anna Raber's Antiques and Primitives. Looking through the barn here, right here, checking out. And go on. He said it's been very busy. Said he enjoys that. Says a little hard on him. He's getting a little older, he says. But thanks everybody for watching. We're gonna bring you some more from Leroy and Anna's Antiques and Primitives. Thanks for following me. Now here's some prime picks that I found and some out of the ordinary type things. And if you see me out and about, say hi. I always enjoy talking to everybody. Saw a couple people here, so enjoy. You know, as we look at some items here, let me talk about real quick. I'm so appreciative that you guys all like what I'm doing with the videos and the pictures and things and responding. I really like to see the sharing and the comments and everything. And I like to see each other answering, everybody helping each other. So make sure you keep on doing that. That is fantastic. Really brings our community together. All right, let's keep on moving. Let's take a look at some of these rare finds or some of these really cool things I found at Leroy and Anna's. Okay, here's a set of old-fashioned mason jars, and look at them. Looks like a little family. You're not going to be able to break that set up. You're going to have to get each one. Here's a unicorn that's a carousel horse, and actually, there's a carousel horse right there. So there's a unicorn and a horse. $6. Here's the old Crocs with the handles on them. I always called them moonshine Crocs. You always seen them in the movies. They'd tip them up over their wrist and take a big swig out of it. There's a cute little clock. And I believe it's also a music box. And here's a bunch of the old style ball jars. You can make these into lights. You could do a lot of different things with this. And there is a carousel horse right there. That one is about waist high, so he's a bigger horse. He was really cute. And here's a harness or a neck thing for a horse. And if you look, you can see the wearing on there. And he always says, Leroy says that he really strives to get the authentic thing. He doesn't want to get the things that are manufactured to look like they were old. He likes the real deal, and of course that's what we want. And there's some Singer oil right there. Singer is a sewing machine, so if you've got an old Singer sewing machine, you just found your oil. But yeah, it's just neat that it's an old style oil. And here's eveners for horses. I forget what the price is on these. They were under $10. They were really inexpensive. You could use those in your kitchen. Holy cow, look at that. Here, I hit the picture button instead of the video button. But anyway, yeah, those eveners, you could make a light or hang your pans off of them in the kitchen, that type of thing. Now this is a strap for that the old barbers used to use. And here's some Vapo spray. Now I'll tell you what we've got coming up is some different packages of different things that were just really crazy looking. Here's instant louse killer. If you got lice, here's the powder you need. Now here's some linite for hoof rot, canker, and thrush. Wow. Here's for fleas, mosquitoes, mitches, bed bugs, roaches, and lice. Kind of covers it all. This was like a veterinary book. It had lots of neat pictures in it. Let me know in the comments if you like these types of narrations or you'd rather just see the pictures. And be sure to follow. Here's some old bottle caps. You know, his prices are really, really good. Here's a chicken water I thought was really kind of neat. You tip it up, put the water in there, and they come right up to it and drink out of the front there. It's like a crock. Now, who knows what this is? Actually, matches used to come in wooden sticks, and this is where you would put them in there, and you would get one wooden stick out to light your stove or your you could light your stove or your wood burner. Here's Stanley's crow repellent. It saves you replanting because they'll eat all your seed out in the field. Here's some different pulleys that would look really neat on the wall. Now this right here is cream separator oil. These are just things that I found that were just interesting. They were things that I hadn't seen before, and they were just kind of just neat things to see. There's all kinds of tools. Both sides of this table are packed, along with a lot of them around the rest of the barn. Now this is a really neat chair here. It's got a mirror on the top and coat hooks. The bowl doesn't go with it. This is separate, but this would be great inside an entryway for you to put your boots on and stuff. And here's just a look down the barn. Got a couple milk jugs out there. You don't really see those as much anymore. So that's Leroy and Anna's, and that's just down below, right towards Charm, in between Gugasburg Cheese and Charm. Be sure to let them know you saw them here, and there's more coming soon. Hey, thanks for watching HCO and More on YouTube and Amish Country Views on Facebook. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let us be your guide to Amish Country.